Hi, um, welcome to my first live stream ever. I decided that I am going to, during my live stream, play the New York Times crossword games and talk a little bit about English. So, spelling bee is actually what I would like to play. Um, so, when it comes to teaching, I teach math, and I think engagement is a huge thing that everyone is kind of struggling with to a point, but also it's something that's super important. Like I said, I teach math, and I think that getting the students interested in what we're doing is actually the most important way. And something that I've done a lot recently is that I have started to play games with my class. So I have like a little bit of an incentive. I think it's been really helpful for them. They have been way more motivated to participate when it's a competition. They're way more motivated to participate when they can work with a partner. And something actually that has made the biggest difference in my classes is that my students have whiteboard desks. So using their whiteboard desks, draw right on the desk, and I co-teach a lot of my classes, and we're able to walk around and check the students' answers quickly and see their thinking. And I really enjoy that because they like that it's kind of discreet. Not everyone can see what they're doing, but also that it's big enough that myself or my co-teacher look at their response right away. Um, Another thing that I think when we like talk to them and they're able to participate and share their ideas, but in a more private way, I think that really makes a big difference. I think, yeah, it's important to me. I think they learn so much when they're invested and engaged in the lesson, obviously. But something else that's like one of the major reasons I decided to take this class was so that I could increase the engagement. When um, the students are engaged, they just learn so much more and they're excited about it. Another way that I kind of get my students to engage in the lesson is by playing these games. So a lot of times we'll start our class with Wordle, with the spelling bee, less so with the spelling bee, but with the connections or whatever, because then even kids who don't math, it's kind of like a low stakes way for them to participate in what's going on in the lesson on a daily basis. Let's think about this. What else? I also think it helps with just the classroom rapport. If you get the students interested and kind of know that you're on their side. Heck, I think I have that. And another issue or another thing going back to this class, I think that having a flipped classroom could really help with a lot of these things because they can ask questions in advance. They know what's coming. They can um, participate without having to talk in front of the whole class. They can participate at home and they can pause and they can ask questions and they can rewatch things and submit things that only I can see or only my co-teacher can see. And I just think that piece also really helps with engagement because they have a preview of what's going on every single day. Um, so I actually, this particular lesson was really hard for me because I didn't know how to start a live stream. I didn't know how to get all this, and it kind of made me feel like one of my students because I was starting from scratch. I watched your videos that talked about it, but it was still like a struggle for me. Like I had to wait 24 hours for YouTube to verify that I could even do the live stream on YouTube. And the idea of having people watch me that I don't know and actively engage in the conversation, like kind of scary to me. And all of that is something that I'm going to use in my class and talk about how I did something this summer that was out of my comfort zone. And even if it doesn't turn out to be like, this is clearly not the best live stream of all time, but I tried it. I tried something new. I now have firsthand experience with it. And like I said in my discussion post, I think this would be a really great way to do something with parents, like an open house kind of situation where the parents can, if they can't be there, you can live stream it from my computer and they can ask questions and they can come in and out and get their questions asked. Or like, I don't think I would love to do this all the time, but if I had like a study session on the day before a test, even if I did it during school, like we have a student teacher time in the middle of our day, even if I did it during that period, I think that would help. I think that would also increase the engagement where they're just watching me and they can respond to the things that I'm saying. Something else that I think this class will definitely help kind of in terms of engagement, but one of the issues that my school and I think a lot of schools have is truancy and frequent absences. And I think just giving students an opportunity to learn in a different way where they don't necessarily have to be in my classroom every single day would also be super helpful. I think that they sometimes have, I know like part of it is their school avoidance, so they don't necessarily want to go to my class anyway, but having the opportunity to watch something that we did in class or to watch I did that already, to watch the video of the class and participate in the live stream from their house. I wouldn't recommend it every day, but if we're working with a student who struggles to come to class, if we made this available to them once or twice a week, I think that would be a great way to utilize live streaming or flipped classrooms. Just, we have to be creative in order to get more and more people involved in the class, and in coming to school and coming to classes. Um, I feel like I'm definitely missing an easy word. My friends and I yesterday, most of us are teachers, were talking about engagement and truancies and attendance issues, and I think that this class is going to help me really come up with new ideas. It already has. Like I said, I'm going out of my comfort zone in a lot of these classes because I would never do a live stream prior to this. I would never watch myself talk. I've made videos before and I just, if I mess up, I start over because I hate the sound of my own voice, but I'm overcoming it and kind of thinking about it from my students' perspective. They also don't love hearing their own voice, but I think this gives them a way to do something different and try a new and an inventive way to get their point across and to really engage and take ownership in their own learning. So I have I have really appreciated this class. I think it has given me a lot of opportunities to enhance the engagement in my classroom, to enhance the population of students that are gonna be interested in participating, who are going to ask questions, who might want to produce something like that rockumentary rather than the same exact lesson every single time. So I think I can take a lot of these things that I've learned in this class to increase engagement, increase participation, increase interest in what is going on a daily basis. So I look forward to doing even more. And now that I'm done with my first live stream, I can try it in a more publicized way so that I get some active chats and people ask me questions and I can respond to them and I can show them how to solve problems and hopefully solve this spelling bee better than I did today. Okay, thanks.